Hello, I'm Carolyn.
And I'm Summer, and we used to be
Let's Go Lesbo.
We just thought we would come on and do an update, say hi, and give you some information about what's happening with us. The reason we started Let's Go Lesbo was we were living in the country, if you've been watching, you may know, and I was feeling a little bit isolated, and we didn't really have a lesbian community to hang out with. So we thought that we would go on YouTube and reach out, and so we did get connected with a number of you, and we started to feel, especially the people that we were communicating with, we started to feel connected to, and things were moving along. But if you've noticed, we haven't posted in probably 2 years. So we'll just give you a little update of what's been going on for us.
When we were at the farmhouse, there was lots of stuff going on, gardening and beekeeping and some DIY projects. And I think the DIY stuff really started with our wedding. We did a lot of DIY and painting stuff for our wedding decor to enable us to stretch our budget. And so that kind of started to become bigger in our lives and kind of monopolize our time and our inspiration and our ideas.
Yeah. And so we started getting really enthusiastic about it. And so we actually started looking for a place to open a shop where we were out rurally. And so we looked at a number of different places, and then we found this one place that was ideal. It was gigantic, but we were willing to change our whole lives to focus on this and make this our priority, because we both felt like we wanted to do that as a job. And so we looked at a space, and we told the landlord that we would need the weekend, but we both had decided, and we were in agreement that we were going to sign to go and on Monday sign a lease for this new space.
And it was like 45 minutes
Further
west of where we lived, and our kids all live east of where we had lived.
Yeah. So we on the Saturday, we had this little annual get-together with one of my sons and the grandkids. We went bowling. And when we got there, they handed me a birthday card, and
it was not even close to her birthday. I was so confused.
So they were joking, saying, well, because our gift last year, we didn't give you a gift, or it wasn't a good gift or something. So I thought it was a gift certificate. So I looked inside, and it was an ultrasound picture. And so I was like, oh my God. And everybody in the bowling alley, looked over. And so I gave them hugs, and we were all excited. And then they said, well, look at the due date. And it was actually my birthday. And so then another big, oh my God. And then that settled down. And then they said, look again at the picture. And so I was looking, and they're like, baby A and baby B. So twins. So then after that,
pretty much immediately,
yeah,
was like, we shouldn't be 45 minutes further from them. We need to be closer to them.
Yeah. So instead of signing that lease on Monday, we started looking for a new place to live closer to the city. And so they live in Ottawa, and so we were looking for a place. So then we packed up everything and we moved to the city. And, well, not quite the city, but on the outsides of the city. And then we got really, again, heavily into the DIY stuff. And so we started doing markets, Christmas markets, and all of that kind of stuff. But because we were painting and flipping furniture, it started really taking a toll on us, and things were getting damaged and lost and broken and stolen. And it's
really difficult to move all that furniture for 1 or 2 days and then pack it up and move it again.
Yeah, and we, like in the farmhouse, we had a big house with lots of space. And in this house, we've moved to outside the city, so it's a smaller house, which we like, except that we don't have the space to store all of that kind of stuff. So then we found a small space last July 2019, and they had an opening for just 2 months, and so we thought we would give it a shot and see how it would go. And then we realized oh, if we have a brick and mortar space now, we can also become retailers. So we got DIY paint and Iron Orchid Designs products and Paint Pixie paintbrushes and other stuff. And so I was already selling furniture on Facebook Marketplace and local Kijijis and stuff like that, but this now gave us an opportunity to expand. And so that's what we've been doing. We moved from a small room for those 2 months, July and August, then we moved into a larger space in the same building, so it's a shared space. And so we were trucking along happily and getting known and branding and all of that stuff, and now the COVID-19 stuff. So we've brought all of our paint and supplies home. We still have the space and we don't know. Nobody knows what's going to happen. But we just wanted to let you know that if you wanted to hang out with us, you could follow us on Facebook, because now our store is called
Transformed
with Love. And so I'll put all the links and everything below, but I do weekdays, every weekday pretty much, I do a live demo on Facebook. We have started a YouTube page for Transformed with Love as well, although we haven't done any, we've only just put a few videos up there, but that will be coming. And what else?
With the Let's Go Lesbo Facebook page, just because we're having all our focus on the Transformed with Love, we're thinking we're going to close that down.
Well, and actually, if I can interject also, I did a bit of advertising for Let's Go Lesbo, and over time that has continued. It's built and it's quite big, but there's a lot of straight guys that are following that page now, and because it's a public page, like the intention was to have a lesbian community, but because it's a public page, I had to allow anybody to join, so I've been banning people if they were inappropriate and trying to stay on top of that.
But it's not very fun to do.
Yeah,
it's all yucky.
It's not the intention, so I think we're going to shut that down. It's just not what we wanted it to be, even though there's a lot of people that have joined there. So we wanted to also give you notice about that, so that you're not shocked when it happens, that if I disable it or delete it, I'm not sure yet what that, the implications of those two or what I'll end up doing. But if you want to keep hanging out with us, you can hang out with us with the Transformed with Love Facebook page. We would love to hear from you and stay in contact with you. And we really appreciate you following us for Let's Go Lesbo. And we hope you're well and that you continue to stay well. And
I hope that you found something that you love to do that inspires you. For us, it's the art and the crafts, and that's been a wonderful blessing when we're cooped up in the house. I don't know how many of you are, in a small space and trying to cope. So we love that, and I hope you found something like that, whether it's baking or writing or art or singing, or we hope you're finding your love.
yeah. Thanks so much for your loyalty and watching us and commenting on our stuff. We really, really appreciate it. And Wendell and Jules also say thank you. Yeah, and our baby girl twins, that our granddaughters just turned a year old this week, this past week. So sorry it's been so long in coming, but anyway, thank you. And
we love you.
Yeah.
We miss you.
If you choose not to follow us, that's fine. But we want to say thanks and
take good care.
Yeah. Bye.